2024. We are at Anglers Inn, Lake El Salto, with Jennifer Reid Combs and her dad, Roy Reid, both of Texas. Jennifer, how many times have you been here to Lake El Salto?
This is my 6th year in a row.
How many of those times have been in this May-June time period?
5.
All right, what do you like about this time period?
I like that the water level is low, which typically means that the fish are going to group up and be more concentrated.
So what made you decide to bring your father for the first time?
Well, this is my favorite place, and I've been fishing with my dad since diapers, so I just really wanted him to experience something good too.
Roy, what made you decide to come, and were you nervous at all about coming here for the first time?
Well, I was listening to Jennifer talk about it every year, how great it is and everything. And I just, since I like to fish and I love to catch big fish, it's hard to not think about coming. And then this year, she asked me to go, and I said, yeah, I'll go. And I'm glad I did.
Think you might come back at some point in the future?
There's a good chance I will. I mean, there's a real good chance I will.
I know you come from a fishing family. Your kids and your wife all fish.
Yes.
Is your wife jealous at all that you're here without her?
Well, she likes to fish too, and we may bring her here next time. I mean, she can hold her own on fishing pretty good too.
What have been your key baits and presentations this week?
Well, mostly a Texas rig worm, big worm. We caught a lot on swim baits. Jennifer caught a fair amount on big crankbaits, but I caught my biggest one this morning on a Cinco, and that was a double. She pitched up in one tree and caught a good one, 7 pounds or something, I don't know. And then I hooked up with my biggest of the trip. So we had a double right there. The guide was running up and down the boat with a net, netting them, and it was pretty wild. But we got them both out, and they were in wood. So, I mean, that's pretty good. But those fish pull hard, you know. I fished a lot of places and caught bass. These fish really fight. I like that.
What about the food? Has that been up to your standards?
Food's been good. They take care of us, feed us good.
Now, I understand you're not a drinker. Have you had a beer or two while you've been here?
I've drank a few beers. I have. Sure have.
Jennifer, you live at Sam Rayburn, one of the best lakes in the world. Why do you need to come to El Salto for a vacation?
For me, it's just so much more than the fishing. The fishing is great, but I love the people here, the guides, the staff, the food, and then the friends that I've met coming here over the years. It just, the whole package. It's just great.
I know you have a lot of very special fishing memories with your dad. Anything particular from this week?
Yeah. I think this morning, like him catching the biggest one of our trip, an 886, like I was so excited to get that fish in the boat. I did not catch an 8-pounder, but I don't care because I wanted him to catch the big one. So I'm really happy.
If you were to come back, Roy, any particular baits you'd want to fish or other times a year you'd want to fish?
Well, I'll just listen to the guide and try to bring plenty. You know, he kept us on baits that worked. And, you know, we caught them some on top water, worms, crankbaits mostly. But now that I've been here, I have an idea how the fishing is, so I'll come more prepared, I think.
You also have a son-in-law, Keith Combs, who's one of the best bass fishermen in the world. He's at Smith Lake this week, hoping for 15 or 16 pounds if all goes right.
Yeah.
What's a good day here at El Salto this time of year for your best 5?
Maybe 35 pounds.
Or 40.
Or 40.
Maybe 40. We didn't touch 40, but I would say we were not far below that for our best 5.
What's the goal for the Combs Reid family for their next trip or trips down here?
I would say to do better than we did this time, which is going to be hard because we caught so many. The lake is in great shape right now. The fish are so healthy. I cannot tell you how many fish I caught this week that were between 6.5 and 7 3/4. Like, it's insane. So it'll be hard to beat that, but I hope we do.
Are you the luckiest man on earth to have 2 daughters who love to fish as well as a son who loves to fish?
Oh yeah, yeah. I feel pretty lucky about all that. Our whole family fishes. I mean, all the grandkids, my 2 daughters, my son. We've all fished. Everybody loves to fish, and that's about it.
If anyone wants to book a trip from Central Texas, East Texas, or any place else, who should they
Yes.
call and how should they get in touch with Anglers Inn?
Please contact our friends Pete and Hannah with halfpastfirstcast.com because they can line you out on everything that will make it so smooth for you, and I promise you will not regret it.